of all the craze over the Last Dance docu-series highlighting the Chicago Bulls in the 90s, there's an unlikely South Mississippi connection to Michael Jordan and his Airness. Introducing Airness Jordan Ramey, a rising sophomore football player at Stone High School whose living room and weight room are now one and the same.
My whole living room is like literally a weight room. It's like a gym.
So you used to have a living room?
Yeah, I used to have a living room and a kitchen. Yeah, I used to. I don't anymore.
In today's new world of social distancing and isolation, interior decorating has taken on a new meaning in the Ramey household.
It's crazy. Like, you can barely sit down up in there now. Like, you know, it used to be, a good living room and we just chilled in until, I got this and I got this and got that, It's kind of crowded up in there, but, it's all good.
Already a varsity football contributor as a freshman, Airness Jordan Ramey, yes, named after MJ, was looking to carve out an even bigger role for himself as a sophomore. The problem being he was no longer allowed to work out with his teammates at Stone High School.
When he came home and told me that school was going to be out for a while, he wanted to make a change and just continue working out.
Stan Ramey was willing to honor his son's commitment to off-season training, but that commitment came with a price. About $3,000 later, there's now a hack squat machine sitting in the front yard and a personal gym sitting in front of the couch.
Each equipment came like one at a time, friends and stuff, hipping him out, and until it got up to this much. And then it started packing into the bedroom, and I had to get rid of it, some of it, because we got to, we had nowhere to sleep.
A minor inconvenience compared to the results Airness Jordan is starting to see from his very own two-a-days program, already up as much as 18 pounds to 223 from his freshman season playing weight of 205.
I don't tell him nothing. He wakes me up because he's making all that noise, and I never had a problem with telling him when to work. I have a problem with telling him when to stop.
I mean, like if you want to be good at something, you gotta work. You gotta work hard at it. You can't just sit down and just watch TV and play Fortnite all day.
That's the only thing you can do right now is, you gotta have faith over fear. You can't let your fear of possibly not having a season, possibly not having summer workouts, overcome your faith that you have in our Father, our Lord in heaven. So what it shows that, he don't realize now, but when he look back, he'll say, man, that's an example of faith.
With the 2020 high school football season still at the mercy of COVID-19, fear is just part of the territory. But with a first name like Airness and a middle name like Jordan, so is striving for greatness in the midst of adversity.
Football really been, a good thing, in my life. It teaches me how to be, a better man. Thanks to my head coach, Coach Feaster.
I guess with a name like Airness, does he hold himself to a higher standard?
He never really talked about it, but you got to. You got to. You gotta have a certain personality, something about you to walk around if you got a name like Airness, because everybody know why he has that name. So, you got to be special in some kind of way.